Before humans can inhabit the moon, EXARC and Astroport plan to deploy specially designed robots to explore the lunar cave, where astronauts will eventually live and work. The Leto 1 mission is named for the mother of Artemis and Apollo in Greek mythology. Just as Leto sought a place to give birth to her twins, so does the Leto rover seek out the location of the birthplace of our lunar settlement. This reconnaissance mission involves an autonomous rover that will investigate the selected site, called the Marius Hills Pit, where the lava tube caves are located. To respect the site during first contact missions, it's important to use exploration technologies that won't disturb the pristine site that has existed for billions of years. The rover will initially land at a distance, behind high hills or other geologic structures found in the area. But carefully choosing where we land will protect the pit from rocket exhaust and plume blast material. In this way, scientists and geologists can take uncontaminated, accurate measurements of the pit and caves. After landing, the rover then travels to the lunar pit and secures zip lines. Next, the rover will deploy its payload that will aid in relaying key data about the site. The payload is a set of twin Mule robots. Mule is an acronym for Multi-Utility Legged Explorer. The Mules will bring cave measurement tools, cameras, power, and communication lines. They'll explore the cave to collect important data, including measuring the entire area to create a 3D map of the lunar cave and detect if gases and water vapor are present. The Leto 1 mission prioritizes preserving the lunar cave for the second phase, which will bring humans and another set of Mule robots. The robots work together. For instance, when the first Mule runs out of power, it notifies the second Mule. That Mule is tethered to the payload module to allow for power and data transfer. The second robot is also equipped with an arm, so it can unsnag itself if the cable gets tangled in transit. The mission objective is to do a comprehensive site survey to gain an understanding of the pit and cave characteristics. This will help determine the suitability for future habitation and the eventual creation of a lunar settlement. The hope is that the explorers and scientists will travel deeper into the cave to conduct their research and confirm the structural stability for the future permanent habitation modules. The data transfer goes back to the payload box and is relayed to scientists monitoring the mission back on Earth. When the Mule robot's mission is completed, they will power down. They can be revived and repowered for use in subsequent human reconnaissance missions. Once the site surveying is complete, we'll set up a base camp on the lunar surface and construct an elevator platform to lower expandable modules down the pit and into the cave for longer stays of months at a time. Eventually, landing pads, mining operations, habitat construction, and power stations will provide the basis for a permanent lunar settlement. In many years' time, the goal is to construct a dome over the pit so that the inhabitants can get out of their spacesuits and leave the habitat modules to move about freely in breathable air.